That may have very well have been the longest see you all next time of my Let's Playing career. Anyway, hey everybody, it's Professor Powerline and welcome back to more Let's Play Skyrim. Okay, sorry about my absence. A lot of things went down. Capture card decided to want to replace it, college started, blah 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 blah, you don't care. So let's just jump right back in. So, last time on Let's Play Skyrim, we did the Golden Claw, and we're starting before the storm. So, let's get right to it, shall we? Okay, there's a lot of things I really want to talk about here that are really important. And we have a long way to travel on foot, so it's a perfect time for it. Okay, so let's just get started. When I started this Let's Play, I was talking about there being a new downloadable content coming out, and that was Dragonborn. That was a while ago, and 2 more downloadable contents have been released, Hearthfire and Dragonborn, since then. I have all 3, so yes, I will be covering them. Soon? No. Probably not. I've decided that what I want to do is I want to address every quest in the chronological order I get it, with some exceptions. So from now on, I'll be addressing the lowest quest on my quest screen, excluding miscellaneous. I'll be making special exceptions for quests that I don't feel it's time to do, or don't make logical sense, or something I really want to show off. And if I'm in the middle of a quest line, so for every quest that begot a new quest, I will address that first. So we're going to power straight through the main quest line, no interruptions, no funny business. And we're going to do that with every other quest line that comes up. Rabbit! Rabbit. I also want to kill every rabbit. And I will not allow this thing to get away. Flames. It's been so long since I played this game, I don't remember what all my favorites are or anything like that. Anyway, okay, so on with our travels. Okay, what's the next thing I wanted to address? Let's think here. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Okay, so, another reason I want to do this is every Skyrim Let's Play I've seen, and I haven't seen a huge amount, but I've seen a few, people always work to, make their characters very, very custom. I want this to be kind of a really general kind of playthrough, and keep my character kind of, not extremely unique. So that's why I'm going to try and balance my stats like I've already told you. A little side note here. This is a captured prisoner of a Stormcloak. You can free him and give him supplies and weapons and fight with him, but he'll just leave afterwards, and you have to fight 3 guards, and I'm not starting out to do that right now, so I'm going to leave him be. But you have the option to free him if you want. There will be no consequences if you do, by the way. Anyway. So yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick, as far as armor goes, and character uniqueness, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick 1 set of armor, a full set, to use for every single quest line that is, and replace it as I start a new quest line. So for the main quest, that is before the storm and all the quests that will follow it, I'm going to be using the iron armor, since that's what the game was advertised on. It's probably the worst armor in the game, and I'll deal with that as need be. I am going to improve and smith it though, mind you, so, just be ready for that. Which I'll show off in this episode, mind you. Smithing, I do a ton of smithing, so you'll see me do that quite a lot, actually. Anyway, so up ahead here we got a little bit of an optional little conversation we can have, and I'm going to go over there and have it. So over in this farm you see a freaking giant, and it is going to town. Booyah! Let's get in on this. Oh yeah, kill me some giant. Let's just search him real quick. Arrows? Go figure.
Hey now, you be careful with that fire.
Shut up.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, brother.
Huh, that's the first time she's ever not insulted me. If you don't get too many hits, or you don't take part in the fight at all, she'll give you crap.
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
Basically glorified mercenaries, but there are more to them than that, and I'll get into that later. Can I join?
Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
You look strong.
Okay, that's another miscellaneous quest right there. That is speak with the leader of the companions. This actually leads to a major quest line, one of the really big ones, and I'll probably be doing this one after the main story, but we'll decide that as need be. And we'll get into all of who those characters were we just ran into, mostly anyway. So, we're about here. If you haven't noticed, the really big frickin' thing over there, this is Whiterun, one of the 9 major holds in Skyrim. This particular one is unaligned in the Civil War, and is highly contested seeing as how it's in the center of Skyrim. It's well fortified, old, and it was actually built around the Companions' Hall, those guys we ran into earlier. So there's sort of have a major hold in this city's origins. And there's a lot of interesting quests and characters to get into here. We're going to be spending a ton of time in this city, and I just mean, like, of all the holds, you'll spend probably more time in this one than any other hold combined. Like, all of the 8. Maybe not quite, because there's a lot of other really cool holds too, but there's just definitely a lot to do in this one. And it looks like we have a guard coming our way.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
New game mechanic? Okay. So, we can just talk to him here, or we can persuade, bribe, or intimidate. Any of these 3 options will raise your speech. Persuasions, just talk to him. Bribes, you're going to lose a little bit of money. Intimidate may not work, and they occasionally get people mad at you. But I'm going to persuade here, and that's the one I always go through. I like logic quite a bit. And that will raise our speech by 1 level. Speech will affect how easily you can intimidate, bribe, or persuade people. It'll also get you cheaper prices at stores, which is really, really, really nice. And you can upgrade it just by bribing, persuading, or intimidating, and also just shopping at stores. I find it's one of the most tedious to get up, actually, but it's super useful if you get it all the way up to 100. Excuse me, I've got like the hiccups or something. Ugh. Okay, now last time I was at this loading screen, like, never mind. Game froze.
We'll pay
what have we here?
it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Alright, that was an interesting little conversation. Now, I want to point out something real quick. This guy's last name here is Battleborn, and she was talking about a Greymane. Those are another really big part of Whiterun's history, and I'll get into them in more detail later. For now, let's go visit the blacksmith lady. She sounds a little bit overworked, shall we?
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy.
Alright, got another merchant here. She's probably the most used merchant in my games ever. So, let's see if she needs any help, shall we?
Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead.
Now, you can do this at any smith, as far as I know, but I always just do it with her. And she's asked us to smith her an iron dagger. Now, she'll give us all the materials we need, so shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, just go under iron, scroll down to dagger, and you can see our smithing level up down there, and it'll go up for everything we smith. Now, we have enough to make another one, but I'm not going to right now. And now let's give it to her, shall we?
I don't claim to be the best. Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there.
Okay, cool. Now that we have a weapon, we can take it to the grindstone, and if we put in more material of what we just gave, of whatever material is required, we can improve the weapon. This one is fine. That is a really low improvement, and you can see it only upped it 1 damage and 1 in value, so not that great. This will also improve your smithing level. I do this a lot, by the way.
Have you met? I help my
Alright,
father.
here's her sharpened
This looks
dagger.
good. You put time into your blades, they'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack.
Okay, cool. Now we should have some pelts that we've picked up over the days, over our travels so far. We can make certain leathers will get you more. So let's use that. Deer hide gets us 2. Bear hide will get us 4. And we can also make a leather strip. I'm gonna make like 2 of these. These don't. Tanning leather doesn't upgrade your smithing levels, sadly.
You
Go.
think all the council might...
Here's the leather.
Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps fitting. That kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need.
Now let's make a hide helmet. Possibly one of the worst armor sets in the game. But it is light, so it's not all bad. Oh, there's one of my comrades online. Maybe I'll track him down to play Halo Wars later. Okay, hide helmet. Oh yes, here we go. Hide helmet. There we go. Let's go give it back to her.
I don't
And here you are.
I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's
Yeah, you
improve your
should.
fit.
Oh, look, there's the
Take
companions.
this leather to the workbench over there.
Alright, now, I remember I just finished saying that I wasn't going to interrupt my quest, but I feel like this is important to do. So anyway, workbench. Here we can improve our armor, again, by adding in more of the same material. I've got a lot of stuff I could improve, but I'm not going to, I don't think. So let's improve the hide helmet. There we go. Let's give it back to her.
Have you met my father? You have talent. Keep working at your craft and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you will remember me when you're making Skyforged steel, huh?
Skyforged steel. I thought for the longest time that was an armor set. It's not. I'll explain what that is later. It's not nearly as cool as you think it is. Anyway, real quick here,
Weapons and armor.
I want to trade with her for a moment here. And let's see here. I'm going to keep that actually. I'm going to sell all of my weapons. The hide helmet I just made. My longbow, because I've got... Oh, why am I in? Let's go to weapons, more general. I'm going to sell my longbow because I got a better bow and arrow. I'm going to keep the battle axe. I'm going to sell both my imperial swords. And I'm going to keep the iron dagger, I guess. Apparel. I'm going to sell the imperial light boots, braces, helmet, and I'm going to sell this. Forgive me, I'm going to be nude for a moment. Miscellaneous. Do I have anything I can sell right there? Nope. Okay, let's get some clothes on real quick, just so my character's not standing there nude. Just put on these robes for a moment.
Until next time.
Oh, and
I
forgot
help
to do
my
one more thing.
Blades.
And now I'm going to
helmets.
try and buy the
Pretty much
materials I need to start
anything
making my
supplies.
iron armor. Holy crap, she has a lot of ingots. Alright, now it's always going to be cheaper to buy ores. And you can smith iron ingots really easily. I'll see how many... I'll pick up a good... I can't get too many of these. Let's pick up 15 of these. I think that should maybe be enough. Now let's go over to the smelter. You can turn ores into ingots here. It's going to require a different amount of ingots for each thing, and some will actually require some like iron in the mixture. Like here, you need iron ore to help make steel ingots. You know, let's just make our ingots. Also doesn't increase your smithing skill too bad. And now, let's forge the armor that I'll be using for the main quest, shall we? Alright, I'm going to need iron armor. I could make that iron armor, which is a bit stronger, but I want to go with the normal kind that was used in the advertisement. Let's also make... Do I have iron boots already? I don't think I do. I have iron gauntlets. I have an iron helmet. Now we need the weapons. I'm going to make an iron shield. And let's go with an iron sword, I think. There we go. I like the iron war axe. That's one of my favorite looking axes, even though it's just so simple. Okay, now real quick let's equip that. Iron shield. Don't need the hood. Iron boots. Iron armor. And weapon. Let's go with iron sword. Now, let me take a moment here and improve anything I've got. Hunting bow, I can improve that with my leather, make that fine. War axe, don't expect to be using that too much. I've still got 7 ingots left. Good thing I didn't buy too many.
Got some good pieces out here.
There we go. Stop phasing into me. Improve that, improve that, improve that, improve that, and improve that. Very nice. We've almost got another level in smithing. Now, smithing is a pain to level up, and there is a really cheap way to get your smithing up crazy fast. All you do is you buy a crap ton of leather and a crap ton of iron ingots, and you just smith iron daggers like there's no tomorrow. Then you just sell them all back to her. You're going to lose a little bit of money, depending on how your speech is, but it will upgrade your smithing so fast. Even when you're in the 60s, smithing 10 daggers will get you a level, and smithing like 25 early on can get you like 3 or 4 levels, so it's a crazy fast way to get your smithing up. I'm going to try not to do that as much as I can, because I want to play this legit, but I really can't make any promises because it's a real pain to get up the normal way. And there's just a lot of really cool stuff you can't make without it, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, with that done, we've got the armor that I'm going to be using for a lot of episodes. And yeah, right up there is Dragon's Reach, the so-called castle of Whiterun. And over there is the Hall of the Companions. We'll be spending time there later. And here's the most annoying NPC in the history of NPCs.
Descended from the dung of mortality.
I hate you. Trust me, before this Let's Play is done, before your playthrough of this game's done, you will have killed him, or at least thought of 30 different ways you could kill him. And I may kill him. We'll decide that later, though. But, you know what? Despite how long I've been gone, I think 15 minutes is quite enough for a game of this size. So, next time on Let's Play Skyrim, we'll be marching up these stairs and into Dragon's Reach to speak to the Jarl. Until then, I'll see you all next time. And I promise, it will not be that long this time. I will do my utmost to get back to you guys and make these episodes regularly again. Alright, let's just go ahead and save my game. Oh, one more thing I would like to recommend. Skyrim on the PC allows multiple save files. Skyrim on the Xbox does not allow that. So what I do is I only keep the most recent save and I delete the rest. That way I can easily access my other files and I just leave one save for each character. Like I've got 4 saves on my other main profile, so little tip for you if you want to do that. I don't anticipate doing that, but should I ever want to restart this Let's Player, God forbid, that would be an option for me and I could easily get back to this one. So anyway, with that, I'll see you all next time.